Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest video song from Within Temptation, Don't Pray For Me, Argentina. That's the remix. The extended edition.
The Japanese edition.
Yeah, like whenever they release the next album, in Japan is gonna have that as the remix.
As like the bonus track.
As the bonus track, as the one just for the Japanese audience.
The Japanese audience, they always get like really good bonus tracks.
I talked to somebody who, I can't remember if it was a band member or somebody from a label that said that in Japan they always expect to have a little bit extra. That's why the bands always add that one extra song to their releases there. Man, those guys are demanding.
I know.
Like the album has 10 songs. No, 10 songs not enough. That's my best Japanese accent. I mean, I probably butcher it, but whatever.
It was okay.
11. That was good. That 11 sounded good.
Okay.
Like, sounded like something out of, like, a samurai movie. 11. Very, like, to the point.
Very to the point.
Yeah, very to the point. They don't fuck around.
I think, Japan is on our bucket list of places
to
go.
Oh, fuck yeah. Of course.
I mean, it's been on my bucket list for a long-ass time.
I feel like it's a necessary trip.
It is a necessary trip, and I do feel like that's a perfect video idea. We compile, like, all the albums that have really good Japanese, like, bonus
edition tracks.
And then we do a video where we hunt them. Like, we go on a hunt.
Through the streets of Tokyo.
Yeah.
Fuck, we could be listening to Beast in Black.
Oh, I was gonna say.
While we're doing it, that would be absolutely perfect.
That's the song in the background.
The background song, yeah. Because maybe we can get, like, the video not copyright striked, since we know the band and the labels, bring everything together. Alright, Within Temptation, Don't Pray For Me, which has nothing to do with the whole conversation we just had. But, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Alright, let's check it out.
Will all who wish to die please raise their hands?
I'm lost in the dark. I'm not blind to what I see. I know
outstanding. Outstanding. That's all I'm going to say. Well, that's not all I'm going to say, otherwise it would be a very short video, but fucking outstanding. So, with that said, what do you think?
I mean, I really enjoyed it. Outstanding, as you said. Fuck. Just such a nice track to just, I mean, wake me, not just wake me up, but like...
Lift you up.
Lift you up, yeah. The song is very, big. Obviously, her vocals are, I mean, come on. Her vocals are amazing.
Brings all the boys to the yard.
It brings all the boys to the yard. But I love the whole catchiness of the chorus.
Yeah, it has a kind of simplistic chorus to it, but that's kind of what you need. You want the chorus to be hooky.
And the driven feel of the guitars and the verses. I enjoyed, everything about the song. Every little element was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
For a song that sounds this big, because this song, it almost feels like every time the verses come in, the song starts from a very small place, and then as the verses progress all the way into the chorus, the song is getting bigger and bigger and wider.
Yeah, and then the chorus is when
it's at its biggest.
When it's its biggest, and all the guitars, they pick up.
Yeah.
They pick up from where they were at the verses. I meant the chorus, by the way, when I was saying driven. The chorus to kind of pick up more in the chorus, and I like that sound because you still get a nice heaviness and a nice.
And I like the parts when the guitars just come in just for like a quick lick, like
yeah,
just to give that bite to say, hey, we're here.
But in the chorus, you still get that nice heaviness and that path of the guitars with a big feel and the vocals without having to feel like one thing is being drowned out by the other, because you can still hear the nice heaviness.
And what I was going to say is that for a song that starts off, in my opinion, every time the verses come in, the song feels like it's starting at a very narrow place. But then as the song progresses, getting into the chorus, it always feels like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And normally when you have songs that have this kind of sound, that have this kind of like momentum to it, because they are big, they are epic, they almost feel at times that they don't have enough substance in them. They feel a little empty, for lack of a better word. But this song also felt very warm. It had this warm nature feel to it, that even though the song is getting really big and it's expanding itself, it's not really thinning out. It's not big but thin. It's big but still has substance in it. And I think that's a really interesting characteristic for a song like this, because it's not always that you get it. Sometimes when the songs go really big, they also become a little bit lighter and a little bit thinner. And this one didn't have that. And I'm probably going to say something now that's going to surprise you, because I barely ever say this on any video, and specifically on videos that have keyboards. The keyboards were actually one of my favorite elements in the sound. And I'm always like bitching and moaning about keyboards on tracks. It was actually one of my favorite elements, because it helped that movement that the song had, but they also sounded warm in the feeling, in the atmosphere that they created, in the feeling that they gave. And I was like, and they sound that they're all the way at the back, and they're trying to pierce through. But as they're piercing through, they're blending with the sound of the drums, which is the thing that comes first. Yeah. And then they're blending with the bass and the guitars, which is what comes after.
I was going to say they enhance the
other elements.
The other elements of the song,
they don't drown it, they enhance it.
Yeah.
And that's why I honestly, I felt, as I'm listening to this song, outside of the vocals, because that goes without saying, but musically, I felt like, wow, here's the keyboards doing something I don't see every day, and I really enjoyed it.
Trying to take the spotlight.
Yeah, it's not like one of those tracks that you feel like you're at a disco. You're at Club 54, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, very keyboard heavy.
I mean, the song is keyboard heavy, but the keyboard is not in your face.
The keyboard is not on its own, being.
It's not drowning out and whatever.
Yeah, it's actually helping everything else in the song.
Exactly, and like I said, that movement that the track has, that movement of moving forward and expanding, like almost like creating a funnel. A lot of that movement is the keyboards, because if you see, like, the way I perceive them when I'm listening to this track, I feel like there are at the back, then they're trying to move forward, but as they move forward, you have the drums, you have the guitars, you have all of this stuff, and they're not hitting it and staying there. They're blending with it, and then you're adding pieces to it as the song comes along. So that's why it has that warm feeling to it. That's why it has substance, even though it's big. It's big because it's the merger of all of these sounds compounding on one another in order to create what you get at the end, which is the experience of listening to this track from start to finish. And then the vocals.
I mean, the vocals speak for themselves. Come on.
Wow, man. But when the sound takes you to that point, then you need the vocals to kind of just break the ceiling, you know?
Yeah, the vocals need to break that ceiling, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, her vocals were phenomenal, and they were the perfect tone and everything to not fully, you know, lose everything behind. They were the perfect front, but still leading the herd instead of just running away with it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I also felt like the delivery itself, like this is a song, once again, feels very warm. And the delivery also had, it's not a super emotionally charged track, but I don't think you can deny a little bit of that emotional twang that comes across in her delivery of the vocals, specifically when she gets into the chorus. When she gets into the chorus, it's like, it really feels like you're pouring your heart out. Like there's an emotional connection there. And I think that emotional connection, while not being, like I said, a very emotionally driven song, that emotional connection there is undeniable, and it really allows the vocals to jump a little bit higher to help break that ceiling. Phenomenal track. I really enjoy this song. The sound is phenomenal. The mixing is phenomenal. Really balanced track where all the instruments are different pieces of a puzzle, but they all fit perfectly together for you to see what the final picture is. And then that vocals on the top is like the cherry on top of a ice cream sundae. I was trying to think of something where you put a cherry on top. That's the only thing that came to my mind. But fuck yeah, this was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a long time since we checked some Within Temptation on the channel.
It has been.
Yeah. It's been a long time since you wore their shirt that you bought at the concert. I think COVID
Yeah.
has something to do with it.
It's COVID.
It's that COVID weight.
Soon I'll wear it again.
Oh, you're working towards a better self?
I'm working towards a better self.
All right. I'm here to support you in your endeavor. Emotionally. Maybe a little bit financially. But mostly emotionally.
Definitely not financially.
Okay, so then definitely emotionally.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Anything else you want to add to this?
No, I think we're good.
All right, on that note, guys, thank you for watching this video. By the way, this was on Patreon, and the good folks on Patreon voted this as the second video of the week. I think we need to have an intervention on Patreon, because while the video that finished in first is outstanding, which is the video that we checked out yesterday, this, at the very minimum, a tie.
Yeah.
At the very minimum, a tie. So, anyhow, we'll see you guys tomorrow with another video.
See ya.